This is my Volvo 740 GLE. This is a pretty bog standard Volvo for back then. The only difference is that it has a 5-speed. It is a very simple car. Welded diff right now. It's got cut springs on some blown shocks, which we're going to tend to soon. I just wanted to give you a quick little rundown of what this car is like. Wheels on the car right now are a pair of 16x7 VS6 and 17x8 SA3R V1. It's not going to be a permanent thing. I just like the way that they look together. And let's take a look under the hood. If you're familiar with these cars, they're pretty standard inline 4-cylinder, fuel injected, single cam. These things are capable of a lot if you put just a little bit of work into it. Long term, I want to turbo the car, but right now we're just going to keep it as it is. You might be wondering what I have this car for. This is going to be my seat time drift car. I have a couple of mods prepped for it besides coilovers. I have an angle kit from B&E Dynamics that we're going to put on the car once the coilovers arrive. But for now, we have a meet to catch. So let's hop in and go. About that. Now, some of you might know me from owning a different car, and that is this car right here. So I owned this car for 5-6 years, long time, put a lot of effort into it, but you know, it was just time to move on. And we have the Volvo now next to it. Nice little ceremony. Now that these two cars are together, let's walk around and check out who's here. This is an IS300 meet. I used to be a big figure in the IS300 community here, and I always make it out to our meets. Okay, it's the next day. Let's take a look at what I have for my turbo motor build as well as those roll center adjusters. Alright, so this is everything right here so far. Let's take a look at what we have. So I have this factory turbo exhaust manifold. It's got a couple of cracks on the collector, specifically here and here, which will just get welded up. Not a big deal. It's pretty normal for a 30-plus-year-old exhaust manifold to get some cracks, especially a cast iron one. A good friend of mine, Mike, who's a local Volvo nut, pulled the manifold, the downpipe, as well as the oil filter relocation and oil cooler set off of a parts car that a buddy of mine, Garrett, found. Super thankful for Garrett for finding that. Thank you, buddy. And he also supplies new parts as well. So I was able to get this 740-940 intercooler set from him with all new hoses and all the piping and the mounts to go behind the radiator. Super nice dude. Really thankful for that. This is all such a huge help. You might notice that I have a head sitting here. This is a Penta head. If you don't know what that means, red blocks were not just in cars, they were also in boats, and the boats got a different head casting. This says 531. The ones that come in most North American, if not all North American red blocks, are 530 casting. Basically, they have bigger intake and exhaust valves than the 530 head, as well as a little bit bigger exhaust ports. So happy that I have that. Next thing we're going to be looking at is this B&E Dynamics roll center quick steer kit. This sandwiches between the strut and the ball joint and moves the steering pickup from out here to this inner circle. We can also use this one, but we're going to use this closest circle to the strut for the fastest steering. They also supply all the necessary lengthened hardware for this job. Super happy that I was able to scoop these up when they went back in stock. Two more things that I don't have with me at the moment. The first is a 91 plus H-Rod B230F block that I will be picking up from Mike in the near future. The other is a set of BC Racing DS coilovers with a custom spring rate, 8K and 6K front and rear. I think that's probably going to be the best option for me with this little seat time car, especially once the turbo motor is built and dropped in. It's going to be a lot of car, and I'm going to need the suspension to be able to back it up. Now, there is a 4 to 6 week wait on those coilovers since I did spec custom spring rates. Those will be in another video. We don't need to worry about that right now, but let's go take that exhaust manifold to get those cracks welded up. But first, we got to complete 2 side quests. We got to walk the dogs as well as clean the daily truck. So side quest number 1 is done. Side quest number 2, clean this thing. This thing is nice daily, but it is nasty. I mean, you can't really tell on film, but there's just like caked on dirt and grime and bird droppings. So we will come back when this is clean. Side quest number 2 completed. The daily truck is clean, but it's getting a little bit late right now, so we're gonna take the exhaust manifold to Ben tomorrow. Also, I just washed this car, and this tree loves to just rain on it. Can never keep this car clean. Might as well just put it in the garage for tonight. Okay, now it's time to take the exhaust manifold over to Ben. Ben, can you tell me really fast just what you do?
Yeah, I'm a fabricator, so I have my own little shop in Garland, and I build 2J cars, but I also do fabrication on pretty much everything, so custom exhaust, intakes, intercooler piping, turbo kits, all that sort of thing.
Sweet. So he'll have the manifold for now, he'll get it sorted, and then we'll pick it up and check out your shop next time.
Hell yeah, absolutely.
Now that we've dropped off the manifold with Ben, let's run by my dad's and grab the oil pan for the turbo motor. All right, we made it to my dad's, and I'm here to pick up the NA oil pan off of the spare B230F that I have. I acquired this motor from a buddy of mine who was throwing it away. His car is actually at Ben's shop, so next time that we go over there, we'll take a look at it. Now, the keen eyes among you may notice that there is another Volvo here, as well as another Volvo up here. These are both mine. Well, technically one is my wife's and one is mine. We are in the process of fixing this 940 wagon in prep to sell. It was a car that she really enjoyed, but again, it's time to move on. And this car up here, well, I haven't really decided what I'm gonna do with that one yet. But for now, I'm gonna take the pan off of the spare motor. It's gonna require a little bit of elbow grease because it is dirty, but okay, I got the pan off of the spare motor. It's a little sludgy in there, which is kind of to be expected from a motor this old. I'm just gonna wipe the edge real quick so I can lay it flat in the trunk of my car. But we're gonna take it home and we're gonna throw it in a soak. Thank you so much for watching this video. In the next video, we're gonna be tapping the oil pan for a turbo drain, as well as picking up the engine block for the turbo motor. Again, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment what you'd like to see me cover, as well as the Volvo. But other than that, see you next time.